Welcome back everyone to Final Fantasy XIV Online with Roselore Serafina. This is episode 221 and we are about to do our fourth main story quest for the day, Traitor in the Midst. Let's go. For that we need to go and speak to Raban at the Hall of Flames. We're not going to go very far, we're just going to step over here and take a quick trip to Ul'dah via Aetheryte because it is faster even if it is a little bit more expensive. We're still gaining. I've made about 8 grand in the last couple of hours, so just by doing quests, so that's pretty good. Alright. However, this episode we're going to conclude our fourth main story quest for this day's play, and then I am going to go and advance some of my other classes. We might start working through another class, set of class quests, so see if we can finish that before the beginning of Heavensward. Raban!
Well, well. What brings you here, my friend?
Doesn't he look pretty?
She is here at my behest. Greetings, Raban. It has been a while.
Hilbert, you old scoundrel. When they told me you'd be visiting, I scarce believed my ears.
Ah, these two.
But look at you! The honored captain of the Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have imagined, eh?
Not many, but fewer still would have imagined your destiny lay in politics, old friend.
Aye. We've both come far, have we not? Lest you wonder, Hilbert and I go back a long way. We've been friends and rivals since we were lads. The last time we saw each other, Alamigo had just fallen, so you can guess how many summers it's been. And in all that time, not a word from the fool.
I wonder if he can say the same for, yeah.
Ah, well, my dealings tended toward the modest and mundane, unlike some I could mention. As I hear it, no sooner did you reach Thanalan than the brass blades clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands.
Oh dear.
Being a stubborn sort, you won 1,000 matches and earned yourself a place in the people's hearts while you were about it. Then, with your mountain of prize money, you bought the Colosseum and secured a seat on the Syndicate. Those balls, brother! Rags to riches does not do it justice. You're a hero to the common man.
Pah! Spare me. I am no hero. If anyone is worthy of that title, it's our friend here.
Don't you
Next to
dare.
her, I'm little more than a glorified butcher. But you, Hilbert, you sell yourself short. By all accounts, you are an adventurer of some standing.
I like to think that I did my part for the greater good. But if you're no hero, then I'm no adventurer, not in this company. Anyway. I have tidings.
So there has been progress. I've let it be known that this meeting is a reunion between old friends. None will give your visit a second thought.
I'll make
To
it
convene elsewhere would only attract attention. Let us speak here, in plain view of all. So it is we who have been compromised. Teleji Adeleji's machinations have shaken Ul'dah to her foundations. In such uncertain times, a man's loyalty may be bought for a fistful of gil. But if this snake has truly been in our midst for as long as you say, we must needs consider a far graver possibility. Conspiracy. Could it be that the Monetarists have been in league with the Empire from the first? Very well. I will have my most trusted men investigate the matter. Continue your inquiries in the meantime. It does me well to see you again, old friend. When next we meet, let it be over a flagon of ale.
I look forward to it. Let us reminisce of bygone days, and drink to the future of our homeland. Flame General. You wear the mantle well, old friend. I must work hard if I'm to keep up. Well, it would seem your services were not required after all. I dare say we have Roban's prudence to thank for that. Still, I was glad of your presence. My thanks, Scion.
All right, Traitor in the midst. I have knocked gauntlets. Again, these are for level 50 characters. Oh, it makes me think I should probably maybe think about doing something like pick the, okay, you know what, we're gonna just have to wear it. I know. Let's go 901 gil. It cost us 300 and something to get here, so that's not a bad profit. I will pick up our next main story quest next episode. We're going to do 4. I'll try and do 4 each day, but what I'll try and intersperse that with is a bunch of other things that we need to look to. So one of the things that we should be doing every day is you're going to duty and you're going to timers. So each of us serves in a grain company, or we can choose not to, but most of us do. So in a grain company, we have our mission allowances, and they're in. So if you go to duty, timers, okay, duty, timers, it lists each of the things you can do that have a reset time. So we have 28 labs remaining and 10 minutes before they reset. No, wait. Review the list. Oh man, I'm getting confused now. Alrighty. So you will get supply missions for each of your crafting classes and gathering classes. I'm not sure if we can make these because my gear is fairly low, but let's have a look and see what it takes to make oak patterns. That was the wrong one. N is what we're after. Go into recipe search. We can put in oak pat and it'll bring up that recipe and tell us what we need. And we've got none of that on us. But what I'm going to do to save myself a little bit of time is I'm going to grab all of these oak patterns, mithril C, and it gives me all the things I probably should have tried a mithril CUL. Let's try that. Mithril cull. There we go, 1 mithril culinary knife. So some of these things we're going to be able to do, and some of them we're going to just miss. Cobalt Mitt gauntlets. Let's grab that one. So you don't have to be at your crafting area to do this. Alright, so this is one of the best ways to level up. So that gives me that. We don't have any of that stuff on us either. That doesn't mean we're not doing it. It just means I'm going to be thinking about how I want to go about it. Amber R. Boarskin Hamantes. Because if you recall, I've been very busily emptying my backpack of things. So that means each crafting, yes, we've got more space, but each crafting I'm going to have to think about what I need to go get. I don't think I can make this one. Rainbow coif. Alright, so you have a look at your craftsmanship recommended as well. Gold needle. Araman, spoken, yeah. Tuna miq'abob. So we're going to head on down to the markets in a minute. Tuna miq. Right, so now we've got those kind of in the memory. Only barely though. Let's go B. And just drag that over there. Now B, what we're looking for is we're going to see if we can find some raw amber. Raw am. Not ram ham. What are you thinking, girl? Oh my gosh. There we go. Let's try that. Raw amethyst and raw amber. Raw amber is found in dry bone, so it's something we can definitely find. We've not found it before, which seems to indicate to me that I haven't been paying attention to gathering. No, I definitely haven't gathered all of the stuff in my logs. We might have to look to that. Cedar branch. So this is for my, oops. Oh, yeah, let's try that again. Now the problem with doing this is that unlike your crafting log, your gathering log doesn't remember what you are. So we can probably get that one as well. Gar pike. The bit I'm worried about is once we start getting to a certain level, actually we can't do that here. Once we start getting to a certain level, we're not going to be able to get the ingredients we need easily. Let me just go to my fishing log, so that's Y. And we'll go to our fish guide and we'll see if we've ever in our lifetimes caught a gar pike. It looks like I've got a bit of fishing ahead of me as well. Alright, gar pike, no matches found. I can look it up though. Rightio, deep breath. Let's have a look at our Seafer character. Have a look at our Disciple of the Hand and Land. Right, I think my main problem with a lot of these is my gear. So we'll see how many of these we can do before I have to actually work on my gear. Let's just toddle down into here. I know, my head's spinning because I'm trying to work out what I want to focus on to bring up. We might actually finish our fishing quests. We'll see. So we're going to go down to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. And I'm going to go talk to my... I can hear someone else crafting. Yeah, doing what I do. Alright, so the first thing I want to find, we're going to recipe search, oak patterns. Alright, I need oak lumber, undyed woolen cloth, and boar leather. Let's see what we've got. Andreas. You summoned, I sure did, mate. Entrust to withdraw. Let's entrust any duplicates we might have. I did not expect that, but there we go. Okay. I've completely forgotten what I need, and this is why I have this up. No. Alright. So what I'm going to do is transfer what I need into my thing. So oak patterns, I need oak lumber, elm, yew, walnut, oak. I'm going to just put all of it in. Undyed woolen cloth, cotton, velveteen. Alright, I need to know how to make that, give it a minute. And boar leather, let me grab the boar leather out. Toad, old goat, hard, onto this third one. Paishti, animal, old goat, dragon toad, boar hide. We're going to need some boar hide because I did not see any boar leather. Okay, that's fine. Let's stay in our retainer for the minute. We're going to go mithril. Right, so I need undyed woolen cloth as well. Actually, I'll get to that in a minute. Oak lumber, oak branch, mithril ingot, and dynamite sinew. Okay, these are my sinews. Dynamite sinew. Mithril ingot, oak branch, and oak lumber. Let's go back this way. Ash log, elm log, yew log. Well, actually, how much oak lumber do I need? 2, so I'm going to need oak log as well. So where's my... I know I need a piece of paper. Here we go. And a pen. That one will do. So far I'm out of undyed woolen cloth and oak lumber. Alright. Let's see if we can get our oak branch before we give up entirely. So maple, ash, yew. Okay, and I also need an oak branch. Now I might be lazy today. Instead of going out and gathering it, I might actually just buy it off the board. So we'll just see what we need first. Velveteen. Okay. Let's put in undyed. I'm just going to leave one undyed because if we need other stuff. So I just need wool and yarn. Do I have any? Linen, dew, cotton, hempen. Ah, woolen. We got 3. Okay. Alright. Mithril. Just did that one, didn't we? Yep. Okay, mithril culinary. Oh, mithril. Right, grab that. Okay. Okay, mithril ingot. Mahogany lumber. Okay, our luck on that one, so we'll grab some mahogany lumber. And a basilisk whetstone. Mudstone, mudstone, ragstone, ragstone. Do I have a basilisk egg in here, or have I sold it? I probably sold it. Just getting it out of my backpack. Oh no, this is why I used to just hang on to everything. Alright. I'll just put down Baz Whetstone. We're not out of luck yet because I do have another retainer who's got a ton of stuff in them, so we'll check them in a minute. Cobalt, amber ring. Fine, we'll do that then. Amber and an electrum ingot. So our ingots are here. Brass, silver. Alright, so we need an electrum ingot. Electrum ing. And amber. Alright, and then we go down to back to cobalt mitt because I forgot it. Steel plate, cobalt plate. So that's mithril. There's my steel plate. Don't have any cobalt plate on this. Do we have cobalt bars? No, so let's put cobalt plate down. Okay. Cobalt rivets, so my rivets are down here. Mithril, bronze rivets, iron rivets, steel rivets. Lumber, 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 lumber. And a raptor leather, which should be in the next box if it's anywhere. Let's see if I have any raptor skin just in case. Got a bit of raptor skin. We'll grab that stuff out. Alright. I should be saying how much I need of each. So far it's been pretty much one of each, except I think for the lumber, the branch was 1, but I'm pretty sure the lumber was 2. I could be wrong, but 1 extra won't hurt me much. Okay, boarskin hamantes, boar leather, iron ingots, so that's another boar leather I need. Iron ingot, which I have in this column here. Just pull both of those out. Oops. Okay. Boar leather, hippogriff sinew. Alright. Up to rainbow coif. Now I need rainbow cloth. I know I can't make that. I know I can't get the ingredients for it because I am not in the area that requires. So we need 2 rainbow cloth. We're going to have to purchase that. And if it's too ridiculous, I just won't. Mithrite nugget. That's a pain in the neck to get. Alright. So mithrite nug by 1. Rainbow cloth by 2, yep. And rainbow thread, I'm pretty sure I had none of that, but I will check. No rainbow thread. Rainbow thread. Now, I do have Carly Down, Snowball Puffs, Fleece. Okay, so nothing for making rainbow stuff out of there. Gold needle, and what do we need? Probably some gold, I would guess. Yeah, no, an electrum. Okay, so we need 2 electrum ingots. We need an Araman wing. Now, I think I'll find that that's with my other retainer, possibly. Just double check. And spoken blood, definitely with the other retainer. So, Araman wing and spoken blood. Alright. So then we're going to go over to a tuna. I know, we have all of this. things. So I need an ash tuna, which I definitely don't have here. We need a midland basil, so mid-baz. We need olive oil, which we can make. We need a sun lemon. We need table salt. I either have sold all of it or I can make some more. And I need a finger shrimp, so a fin shrimp, which I think I can buy in Lominsa. Alrighty, what have I got? Okay, an undyed woolen cloth, which needs woolen thread. Hempen. No, that's hempen cloth. Undyed woolen cloth, which is woolen thread, I believe. I know, you should see my list, it's ridiculous. Woolen yarn, YN. Okay, so that's all we can get out of that retainer. Let's see if he's selling items. Sell items from my inventory. Everything I had up here, just make sure there's nothing in here that I actually need. Danbyite, obsidian, marble. Clearly no one else needs it either. So it's going to be there a while. Rightio. And so we'll quit out of this until next we meet. Frageth, what have you got in your backpack, my friend? Alright, let's have a look and see what he's selling. So sell items in my inventory. He sold a bit, none of which we need. Oh my gosh, he's down to 5 items. So I am probably going to continue to do my backpack. Adamantoise shell, let's just drop that in there. Alrighty, finger shrimp. We need finger shrimps. There we are. Now, if I don't have salt, I'm going to need the rock salt. I'm just going to pull that out anyway. Sometimes we need it raw though, which is why I haven't processed it. Do I have an ash tuna lurking about in here? I didn't think so. No, I have a bluebell salmon. Anyone want one of those? Is that a sun lemon? Wait. Sun lemon, we need those. Alright, so I've managed to find my sun lemon and my finger shrimp. Okay. Pretty sure I've sold my basil. Oh wait. No, that's Galago mint. It looked very similar, actually. Oh, there's our blood, beastkin, scalekin, spoken. Well, we have one of those. That's going to save us a teeny tiny bit. Dew thread. I don't know what that's doing in here. Let's, no, not what I'm after. Never mind. Right click, sort. There we go. Now we might find things a little more easily. What's that? It's a fairy bass. Okay. I do have table salt. Let me just drop the rock salt back in because that stuff is useful in its raw form. Okay. Alright, so we found our table salt. Found our finger shrimp. Oh, woolen yarn, that's what that is. Okay. Jellyfish, fish oil. Alright, what am I after? Doobie-doobie-doo. Sunset wheat, black peppers, marjoram, maple sugar, honey, clove oil. I was hoping some of that was olive oil, but it's not. What's this? Undyed velveteen. Oh, what's that? Iron plate. No. Copper ingot. There's my cobalt ingots. Let's grab those things because we're going to need them. I don't think I've got that many though. One. Yikes. Got a bit of work ahead of us, don't we? Copper ink, fish oil, jellyfish humus, viscous, acidic, trinid sap. And you guys wonder why I sell my stuff. Oh, I'm not seeing what I need here. Is that? No, that's belladonna. Let's not confuse that with midland basil. Someone's going to have a bad day. Is that an Araman wing? We needed one of those. Alright, so let me cross that one off. Okay, so now I'm going to take my shopping list and we're going to go shopping. I know, you're a good lad. They're both kind of quietly earning a little bit of money there in the corner. We're very much at the mercy of the markets. We are going to go into search. We're looking for a mithrite nugget. I only need one, so I guess we'll take that. I know, see 99, if you're selling stuff just as a thing of note, if you sell them in big batches like this, they end up going for this huge price, 168, 201. And very few people will pick them up for that unless they're actually crafting them into other things. and very few people can afford it. I mean, I'm only at 155, so that 3 mithrite nuggets was an absolute blessing to find. All right, let's go to. So I found my mithrite nugget. All right, let's put in woolen, and we'll just see what comes up. There should be a few different things. So we have this set to partial match. Okay, partial match. Which actually may be a bad thing because I just had a thought of, yep. We're going to have to just not be lazy. Woolen CL. Undyed woolen cloth. There's no entries. No one's selling it. Which means I'm going to need to look for woolen yarn. Does help if you press enter. And there's no one selling woolen yarn either. Oh, wait, no, I tell lies. Yeah, I'm going to go with Hildy because Hildy's selling an even amount at a reasonable price. That should get me 2. How much woolen cloth do I need? I don't know. Hopefully it's not more than 2. Oak lumber. Let's pop in oak. Oak lumber. See what we get out of that. We might be lucky, we might not. How many did I need? 2. So I guess we're going to go with this one. Ouch. See, crafting is expensive. Alright, but we've got our oak lumber. We don't have a woolen cloth. We've got our oak lumber. How about oak branch? Yeah. Actually, I should go back into the woolen cloth. See, they're selling it for 99. I cannot afford that. We're going to go find that on our own. My bad, I did it again. Oh, wait a minute. Let's just go down to Weaver. Oh no, it doesn't matter. It's alright. We'll just do it this way. Grab that. Yeah, there's no one selling it. Alright. Mahogany lumber. Just want normal stuff. Okay. How much do I need? 2. So I'm going to purchase that one. See, this is the cost of laziness, by the way. I'm buying it in even lots. I forget if I need... Yeah, that'll do just fine. See, Aurora might be selling it for 1,000, but she's selling it singly, which means I can pick up exactly how much I need, which is very handy. Now she has space to sell some more. Hopefully she'll sell something else useful. Basilisk whetstone. I'm trying to remember if I can buy that somewhere. Basilisk whetstone. Oh. Alright, what about an electrum? Actually, I shouldn't be lazy for that one either. But I am going to be. Electrum ingots. Let's see if there's any ingots for sale. No. That's probably not surprising. Electrum ore. Yeah. I forget how much take an ingot. I'm going to go for this one. It's more expensive, but there's less of it. And it's overall less expensive. You see 23,700 as opposed to 58. So I'll go for that one because it's more expensive, but an overall lower price. Okay, let's have a look and see if there's any amber in here. Just plain amber. Pick up those 2, thank you. Cobalt. Alright, we're going to look on a number of fronts. Cobalt ore. Yes, thank you. That will do me fine. Oops. Raptor leather. Now I can make that, and boar leather I think I've got the ingredients for as well. Let me have a look. So there's my boar hide. So I can craft that one. There's my raptor skin I think I've got over here, so I can craft that one. Rainbow cloth, this is where it does get expensive. Let's have a looky-see and see what we're up to. Okay. Ouch. Now see, Vulcan could have sold me, well, nothing at 200,000, let me put it that way. So it looks like we're not doing anything involving rainbow cloth. What are the ingredients for rainbow cloth? Let's have a look at that. Maybe we can pick up some of those. So rainbow cloth. We're looking for rainbow thread. Now I've got dew thread. I can pull that out. So let's search. Hang on. Rainbow thread. Alright, search for method by crafting method. Needs rainbow cotton balls and cotton balls. Okay. So let's have a look for rainbow thread. Alright, that might be the best way. So how much rainbow cloth do I need? 2. I don't need 74. So I'm thinking this is probably my best option here. We'll buy 2 of these lower number ones out of here. So there you go. So that's our rainbow thread, and hopefully I have the skill to make rainbow cloth in a minute. I need ash tuna. Okay, I've got the spoken blood. I don't need that anymore, but I do need the ash tuna. So let's try and find some of that. Alright, ash tuna. More than I want to pay for it, but I will pay for it. Okay. That's good, at least we've got it. Midland basil is next. This one. Yeah, we're gonna have to go find it. Alright. Olive oil, let's find that. I mean, I could be doing this, I could run out of time on the timer, but that's okay. Olive oil. Alright, now, actually, you know what, we're not going to buy olive oil from here. We're going to go and buy olives. And we can buy olives from the culinary people in Thingamywhere. Limsa. Fieldcraft. Armsmender. No. So now what we're going to do, having exhausted the market board and our retainers, we probably should have done this first. So this is, we're looking for the tradecraft merchant. Although they don't tend to sell most of what I'm after, so that's fine. Let me just see what they've got. Copper ore, ragstone, no. Was that a basilisk guy? No, that was a marble die. I know, I lived in Hope for a minute. Pen yarn, cloth, feather, animal skin. Rubber glue, beehive chips, cinnabar, rock. Oh, yeah. So I'm not seeing anything here that immediately springs to mind. Unless there's olives in here, and I'm not seeing those. Alright, now we do a little bit of bouncing. After we see if there's anything on that list that we can actually attempt to craft. Oh, there might be. Let me just have a look. Alright, N. Our oak patterns. Oh no, actually we can make boar leather. So let's get our boar leather underway. So back into leather worker. So N, let us craft boar L. Boar leather. Oh crumbs, I forgot about the element. Alright, that one I do need to check my retainers for. I have a feeling we're just going to have to go and get that. That's irritating. I did forget that we needed it. Unless of course... Andreas, you summoned? Yes, Andreas, I summoned. We're looking for alumine. Shouldn't take us too long to work out if it's there or not. No. Yes, we have alumine. Beautiful. That's a load off my mind. Thank you so much, Andreas. Let's get our ball leather done while we can. We're not going to get as much done as I thought we would, but it will be just fine. Go back into here, grab our ball L. And I'm going to be incredibly lazy and quick synthesize it. I can't. I actually need to craft it first. Rudeness. Well, let's get to it. Alrighty. Deep breath. We remember great strides. We remember... Oh, let's use that whenever we see it. Why? Because the little mushroom thing gives us back some of our CP and we need that. And again with the mushroom thing. I know I lose my standard touch after, but I do get a bunch of stuff back. There we go. And replenish. I don't know if I want to actually do it this way. Uh-oh. I may have wrecked my ball leather. Well, if I don't get it this time, we are so out of luck. Oh. Right, now that we've crafted our ball leather, we are going to go into quick synthesis, and we're going to risk wrecking everything. We're going to craft ourselves another 7. You'll notice we are now leveling up our leather worker fairly quickly, so we will have some quests to do shortly. Alright, now we have our ball leather. Let me cross that off my list. Raptor leather is next. I think I need black alumine for that. Let me find out. Raptor leather. I can't make it. Oh, that's a problem. That's a definite problem. I know, right? Let's pick it up. Owie, owie, owie. Right. Well, now I have my raptor leather. Okay. Deep breaths. Enter N. Now. Okay. Can I make it? No, because I don't have undyed woolen cloth. For which I need woolen yarn. For which I need to go murder some sheep. Alright. The next thing we needed to make into our timers, because I can't remember everything off the top of my head. Next mission allowance. Mithril culinary knife. Actually, right click, search for item by crafting method, much quicker. Alright, I need a basilisk whetstone, for which I need a basilisk thingy what's it. Alright, we are going... Right, there's a couple of places I want to check out. Actually, you know what, I'm not going to run around and do it. I could run around and do it, but what I'm going to do instead is I'm actually going to type it into Google. And we're looking for basilisk eggs, because that's what goes into our whetstone. Right, basilisk eggs are dropped by basilisk, which we know. But what we're looking for, available for purchase, no. So I do have to go hunt that one down. Fine. The next thing we're looking for, oak branch, I can go and find. Electrum ingot. I want to see... I think I made some electrum ore, didn't I? Let's see. I bought some electrum ore. No, I bought some cobalt ore, not electrum ore. Let me check. Alright. Mithrite nugget, electrum ore. I've got 30 electrum ore. Okay. In that case... There's my timer again. I know, it gets a bit confusing. It's really hard to kind of track it in your head all the time. Mithril culinary knife. Right click. Search by crafting. Basilisk whetstone. Alright. And then... Cobalt knit gauntlets. Right click. Search by crafting. Steel plate, cobalt plate, and cobalt rivets. So that's armor craft. We're going to go cobalt. Something. I know. Ingot. There we are. Brain went completely blank for a minute. It's under smithing. Is it also under armor craft? No, it looks like it's under smithing only. No, it is under armor craft as well. Alright, have I made it under either of them? No. Which is my lowest level? Blacksmith. Okay. Let's go. Cobalt ingot. Actually, what level is my blacksmith? 41, and my armor is 49. We're going to actually make it under armorer, because that way I can go through to my level 50 quest, provided I can actually do it. Rightio. Also gives me my best chance of doing stuff. Let's see if there's anything I need to upgrade to here. No, there's not. Okay. Alrighty. I am going to have to close all of these, otherwise I'm not going to be able to see what I need on the screen. We are making cobalt ingots. And recipe search. Cobalt under, what are we wearing? We're our armorer. So we're under smithing, we'll go down to armorer. Because if you try and make it under the wrong one, even though it's the same thing, it won't. We need iron ore for that. Iron ore we can actually... Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if we can buy it now that I think about it. Let me double check. I may have to go mine that. Or I'll just go buy it. There was your database. Iron ore. No, I can get it from Somaweb. So definitely, I need to go to Limsa for that. Am I still set for Limsa here? Oops. Put yourself back in there. No. I'm set for Ul'dah. Well, fine. We'll take a trip to Limsa. So, a lot of the things, if you're looking for them, you can get a lot of them from the trade craft supplier, but you can also get a lot of them from the different tradecraft suppliers in the guilds, the guild suppliers. Alright, so we want to go up to our Ethernet Aft Castle, because we're going to head up to the smith. We're going to go find Somaweb. So this is what happens when you neglect your crafters and you focus on just going through with your main story quest. It gets a little bit messy and confusing. So we're trying to kind of just build them up and get them through at the same thing. So Hanunza needs rivalry and respect. Yeah, armor level 15 for that. We are not geared for this, by the way, I don't think. Smid hammer and Somaweb. Alright, we're after iron ore. I'm just going to grab a bunch of that stuff. Okay. Because sometimes you just need the raw ore. It's really ridiculous. What else does he have? Does he have a basil? No, he doesn't. Brass ingots, copper ingots. So they've got a lot of the basic stuff here, but they don't have any of the advanced stuff. And Somaweb and Smid hammer actually sell two different sets of stuff. So it's always worth having a quick looky-see to see what they've got. So jellyfish shimmers and animal glue they also sell. And ram horns, you don't need to go and murder a ton of sheep. You can buy them from Smith Hammer. Alright, what are we doing? We are making ourselves some whatever that was, cobalt ingots. Alright. I haven't made them before, so I'm going to make one of these ingots and then I'm going to let myself loose on the rest. We're going to go with 50% for the next 4 steps. Use our mushroom straight away. Go with touch and try and get ourselves a high quality ingot. Oh, I don't think that's a good thing. Why don't we just give up on that thing and just make sure we build it? Okay, I did manage to make it before I had to replenish it. Okay. Now that we've done that, we're going to quick synthesize this and we're going to max out how much we can do. We can get 48 of them because we need to do 2 lots of cobalt ore for each iron ore. Because it is the expensive ore that costs it. Now this, by the way, is a fairly good way of leveling up your crafters. Mass production of ingots. So we're now level 50 for our armorer. I'm actually very tempted to stop my armorer here. And we will head across to our, we're going to have to stop synthesizing. Grab our, oh yeah, up here. Grab our blacksmith. Go back into the crafting thing. Actually, let me just make sure our blacksmith is wearing everything they can be. That helps. No, see, that doesn't help. So we're at 22 for our crafting. That's terrible. Now we're at 25. It'll make a teeny tiny bit of difference. That's not what I'm after. I'm after attributes. So my craftsmanship is only 174 and my control is only 182. So we really need to fix that. But in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to go into our blacksmith. We're going to go N. We're going to go back over to here. We're going to click on this thing. And we're going to grab smithing cobalt ingot. We're going to synthesize one of these beauties. Hopefully. Just going to track through as fast as I can. Because we don't have a lot of juice. There we go. Now we've leveled up. Now we're going to quick synthesize the rest. We're going to max out as much as we can on that. We're just going to let it run. But you'll notice down here we're really leveling up fast. It's not the leveling up of your crafters that's the hard part. It's the leveling up of your crafters gear that is the hard part. Right, crafting up the storm challenge is now complete. So if you have a look in our challenge log, there's our second our next level up, 33. If you go crafting and gathering, you'll see we've crafted 30 items. We're now trying to craft some high quality items to get that one. Because in our completions, once we hit 5 completions, we get 10 grand. So we haven't done any of these, we probably should look to them. So it's quite simple. These are actually 151 hours remaining, so every week they reset. So every week you have a chance. 10, 20, 30, 40, 55 grand, and that's without unlocking, sending your retainers out on a quest, or unlocking. Haven't I unlocked the ability to do that yet? Once you unlock the ability to send your retainers out, there's another 2 tasks. Treasure hunt, clearly we have not unlocked that category, or this one. Field operations, we haven't unlocked, and there's another category down there. We have unlocked a few things that we have some control over that we should be doing to help us with our funding. Because not only do you get the 10 grand for the completions, but each one gives you an XP award. And these, I noticed the other day that these XP awards scale with level. So it's only 28,000 XP now, but by the time you get to level 82, I think you're getting 1 million XP. And 90 something you were getting 2 million or 1,600,000, something like that. It was a fairly chunky amount, but well worth paying attention to for leveling. Okay, that's our cobalt ingot. Now I guess the next thing we're going to look for is our cobalt plate. So we're only going to make a couple of these. Looks like I need my armor for that, so we'll have to jump out of blacksmith. Jump into armorer. We're going to double check our armorer equipment has stayed pace. Yes, it has. So we're going to just jump back. We're in our armorer, so we're going to end. We're going to go Cobalt PL. For cobalt plate, yeah, we need to do that under Armorcraft anyway. I haven't made it before, so I'm going to have to synthesize. I'm going to use a high quality ingot. Why don't we use 2? That will help us with our quality. We're going to synthesize. I'm going to make two of them. I think I only need 1, but I guess we'll work it out. Alright. 77, so I can make that in 2, so let's at least do this. Yeah, that's going to take us forever, isn't it? Grab this thing. What's that? Reflex Blessing increases quality and acquired effectiveness upon use. Efficiency 100%. Oops, let's renew some of that. Let us. Alrighty. I'm going to quick synthesize the next one using high quality materials. We're just going to use 1. Alright, and I broke my high quality materials. I'm a sad panda. But we have our cobalt plate now. So that's done. We don't have our raptor leather. We do have our ball leather. Electrum ingot. Alright. I am going to get something done today, right? Let's go timers. Let's go. Alright. We were trying to make some cobalt mitt gauntlets. Why don't we do that? Let's have a look at that. And do we still have it in our recipe? Yeah, we do. There we are. Cobalt mitt gauntlets. Alrighty. I have cobalt plate. I have steel plate. I need cobalt rivets. Alright. Excuse me a minute then. Cobalt R. Alright, craftsmanship recommended for cobalt rivets. What am I? I'm an armorer. Let's go down to armorer. Synthesize this. We will use innovation. Restore our points. Always keep an eye out for the mushroom and use it whenever it appears. Also keep an eye on these, because that mushroom may not appear to rescue you in time. Cheeky thing. Alright, I needed 1 lot of cobalt rivets. Let's go back to our cobalt mitt gauntlets. Is it 1 or 2? I forget. Nope, there we go. Alright, now we've got a lot of high quality stuff that's going to help us with our high quality. And let's choose that as well. Choose that. Oh no, I don't have enough steel plate. Oh, well that's annoying, isn't it? Did I bring my steel ingots with me is the question. Armorcraft. No. Sigh. Alright, we're going to have to go get our steel ingots. I know, there's a lot of running, possibly crying. Running and crying. Oh man, and this is to make 1 item. 1. Mind you, I am working across the board on about 4 of them, so I shouldn't complain. We are going to go back down. We're going to go down to Hawker's Alley rather than all the way back to Ul'dah. At least not yet. Hawker's Alley, we're looking for... Well, let me just make sure my gear is mended. No, we had 50 grand. Oh, 150 grand before we started. Now we're down to 48. Why did I come back here? Because I wanted to talk to, not the pretty bunny lady, but I wanted to talk to Andreas, I believe, for the steel ingots. There we go. Let's grab some of those little babies out. Thank you, Andreas. I know, he's such a nice man. Looks after my gear for me, makes sure the house is kept in order. I go adventuring completely irresponsible of anything else. I know. Let's craft this here in case there's anything else I need. Steel plate. Have I made it in my life before? Yes, I have. But I have high quality ingots that I don't want to waste. So I guess I'm gonna take the time to make myself a high quality piece of steel plate. I know, I live for that mushroom. I don't know what that does. Ooh, well, mushroom. You'll notice I get stuff back for that. It's pretty good. We're already high quality, so let's grab veneration. Let's go with some of this. Wow, and there's my. How many steel plates did I need? I think I only needed one, right? Tell me it is true. Back to my cobalt mitt gauntlets. We are so making these now. Now I have 3 steel plates. Yeah. Raptor leather. Select that. 2, 1. Radio. Synthesize that. Okay. 1880. We have bucklies and none, but let's give it our best shot anyway. 100% effective for the next 3 steps. Let's have that. That's step 1. Where can you put that back? Back with the mushroom. Back with the mushroom. Oh no! Oh, I did not want to do that yet. I know, I misclicked. My bad. I do need to keep an eye out. That one's going to cost me 24, so we'll use that. Let's use a little bit of innovation. So I've got to watch what I'm doing now. Use a bit of tricks of trade. Alright, I should be able to make it on the next run. That's 88 points. Alright, I'm going to take a chance. Yeah, alright. Oh no, I know, I've made an error of judgment. I forgot that I needed the innovation. But we did make it, even though if it'll break the second you grab something with it. We have made our cobalt mitt gauntlets. That is one item we can turn into. Who are we turning this into? Oh boy. C for character. I know, I've forgotten who my Alright, Immortal Flames. Sigh. That means we do have to go back to Ul'dah, but that's why we have our little homing beacon. Let's go and discover what we're doing in timers. Next mission allowance. Okay. Mithril, cutlery, amber ring. What did I need for that thing? Right click. Search by crafting method. It's goldsmithing. We've got the amber. We don't have the electrum ingots. Rightio. Alright, well, fine. What about boarskin hamantes? Search by crafting method. It's leatherworking, I believe. Yeah. We have everything we need for it. I think it might be time to change to our leatherworker. We need craftsmanship of 121. That's the recommended craftsmanship. Let's have a look and see. 150. So we should be able to make this. We might struggle, but we should be able to do it. Alright, are we now leatherworkers? Yes, we are. Boarskin hamantes. We have one of these. Look at that. Iron ingot. Alrighty. Oh boy. And we don't have half our toolkit. Wait a minute. I have a little finger. Here we are. Yep. I have not organised my bar. Let me just fix that. Remember what I said about keeping your bar fairly tidy? This is what we do. I don't use that a lot. I probably should use it more than I do. No, that can stay where it is. Alrighty. let's go. We're going to use great strides. I'm watching for that normal button to go red, because when it does, the mushroom should be live. See? And we get 20 points back. Which means we can try for better quality. We'll just get our durability back while we still can. Now we're at 51, so I think it is probably time I gave up on quality and went for actually completing the item before it doesn't complete. Boom. Okay, it's a normal pair of boarskin Hermontes, but we can actually turn it in. That's what matters. Alright, what have we got here? So we've made our mid gauntlets, our boarskin Hermontes. We can't make the rainbow coif. Let's have a look at the gold needle. So search by crafting method, gold needle, electrum ingot. Right, that was our pay in the patootie for that one. Tuna miq'abob. Really? I've got a tuna miq'abob in my backpack? You are kidding me. Well, I mean, I could have a tuna miq'abob in my backpack. Heaven knows how long it's been there and whether or not you should eat it, but let's just check. Yes, I did summon you. Someone tells me you have a tuna miq'abob in your backpack. See, I'm not sure what that search method does. It had a little green tick there. Yeah, no, there's no tuna miq'abob in there. What do you want, game? Let's quit out of that retainer. And we're going to go and check with Hragath. Maybe I'm just reading the chart wrong. Entrust or withdraw items. I'm not seeing food in here. You? No, I didn't think so. Right, there's definitely no tuna miq'abobs in my backpack. What are you guys on? Alrighty, let's just escape out of here. Let's just in case, let's just check in here. I am pretty sure, let's just grab all of that and sort it. Beautiful. Looking for food in my backpack. Okay, there's not the food. Oh, you know what I should be using? I should be using mint lassie, because mint lassie helps me craft better. Actually, now that I've said that, I should probably have eaten the rabbit pie instead, because that helps me gather better. What's this? Cobalt meat gauntlets and... oh, right, that's stuff I shouldn't sell or break down. I hear you. Shift control I. This is for my Chocobo's backpack. I am looking for... we're going to go visit the... actually, I don't think I even need to visit him for this. It's gatherers. It's piloting. Alright. Character. Let's make sure we've got our highest level crafting gear on. We do not. Well, that's going to make a difference. Right click on that. Hit meld. Look at that. Well, well, well. Let's start with... all our low level stuff is done. Walnut patterns. We will put some craftsman's competence onto that thing. Meld that. And I guess we can put some craftsman's cunning onto it as well. So +3 craftsmanship. And some control. And I guess while we're here, let's see if we've got anything coming out of these. 1, 2, that might be useful to us now. So you can tell that you've got materia to extract by the fact these are white. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's this one. So that should have some kind of crafting material we can do. Let's just upgrade that. And we're going to go meld on this one. Alright, Quick Tongue won't help me much with this class, but click on the half gloves and the craftsman's command. Now that's going to give us some more points in control. It's like nickel and diming it at this level, but when you get to higher levels, you're getting materia that will help you by adding +8 or +24 to some of your stats. So it's worth paying attention to. Alright, well our crafting and control is a lot better than it was. Now, where are we at? We're at attempting to make something, aren't we? No, we're not. Let's go and deliver what we've got. So we're going to home over to Ul'dah. I've got an absolute ton of stuff in my backpack that I don't want, so I am actually having bought a ton of it. I'm going to get rid of it. Rightio. Let's go and turn in a couple of the things we've already got. Now we've got our fish. I just need olives for olive oils and Midland's basil. And I should have done that while I was over in Limsa. Well, we're going to have to bounce back that way, aren't we? In the meantime, let's just chat with the personnel officer. We're going to undertake a supply and provisioning mission. Going to hand over these cobalt miq gauntlets. They are high quality. I'm not sure what the little blue cross means, but anyway, hopefully that will make them happy. 244,000 experience for our armorer. High quality bonus. We get 368 company seals, so we get a bonus also. So we get double for doing that. So we'll deliver that. Boom. And if you look, you won't see it. We've actually leveled up to level 52 just by handing that in. So let's help our leather worker the same way. Let me just click on it. There we go. Right click, left click. And we found that a little bit harder. That's taken us up to level 36 leather worker. Yep. Alrighty. Tuna miq'abob. I know, I don't think we're going to be able to do much of the others unless we go get some electrum. In our provisioning missions, we have raw amber. Raw amber, I just bought some of that. Dope. We need to get 10 of it. Why don't we go find some raw amber? What else do you need? Oh no, you can do it this way, you can go the other way. Raw amber, cedar branches, and a garpike. Alright. Back it up. Go B. Where's our raw amber found? Ooh, it might be time for us to stop too. Alright, raw amber. Oh, well, that's not going to help, is it? We don't have a comma in our amber. Now let's find it. At dry bone. Let's zip the Ul'dah out to dry bone then. Camp dry bone. We need 10 pieces of it. Alrighty. Let's grab the budgie. Come on, Fluffy. Up through the wires. Now if I remember rightly, whoops, we need to go over this ridge. No, over the next ridge as well. There we go, down into here. And before I do anything else, because I've been a daft widget and I've gone flying without my, well, in my crafting outfit, which will get me absolutely smeared in this area. Let's go this way. Mineral deposit. Ooh, I have not caught everything in this area. Well, let's get one of those. And let's just get the raw rubellite because we can. I'll have to sell that later. And then I guess we're going to go for, I'd like some bounty. Let's go. I don't have enable quick gathering on. Let's fix that. Alrighty, in my backpack I have full raw amber. Right, so now we know to count. I like the gathering provisioning. It's one of the few things it's just very kind of comforting. Let's go with this. Let's go with the bountiful yield. And we should get, yeah, we'll get 2 out of our first hit. And I forgot to count again. So now we're at 10. Okay, that's our 10 amber. We don't need any more than that. Let's have a look for our next thing that we need to go get. So we have timers. Next mission allowance. Cedar branches. Alright, B. Cedar branch. At River's Meat in Central Corthus. Falcon's Nest. Okay, we cannot gather that. because we haven't gotten into that region yet. So this is the problem. Once you get your gatherers and your crafters up to a certain point, you'll be going into areas that you haven't unlocked because of it. Alright, well, tuna miq'abob. Let's go search for item by crafting method. So we have our tuna. We need midland basil and olives for olive oil, and we can find both of those in Limsa Lominsa. So let's go and do that. So off to Limsa again. You will do a lot of this travelling. Okay. We want to go to the Culinarians Guild because we know that the Tradecraft supplier doesn't have it, but the guild supplier is another matter. So a lot of the stuff you're looking for, you will find. I haven't googled this one, but I'm pretty sure that I remember the guild supplier having these. I could be about to be incredibly embarrassed. Let's find out. Alrighty, buffalo, mutton, chicken, perth and carrot, lowland grapes, no. Cinderfoot olives. I'm just going to level up my things. I know this is why I end up being broke after doing missions because I do too much. Cinnamon, galan garlic, now midland basil. It looks like I may actually have to go get that one. Let's go get it. But not before we become, no, culinarian. What are you on, girl? It's a little breadstick. There you go. Olive oil, there we are. Alright, I've not made it before, so I'm going to synthesize one. I'm not sure, clearly I've not arranged my thing the way I should. It's that 50% for the next 4 steps, 100% for 3 steps, let's go. Wow, okay. Ooh, 3 bottles of olive oil. I may have overdone it when I bought the olives. Never mind. We are going to buy 1 more olive. So hang on. I need 4. So 4 into 9 is 2, remainder 2, 4 into 25. So 4 6s are 24, 4 7s are 28. So I need to buy 3 more olives if I don't want to have olives left in my backpack. So let's go find those olives again. I know, how dare you make me do maths in my game. Cinderfoot olives, 2, 3. Let's buy that. They're expensive little beggars, aren't they? And then what we're going to do is we're going to back it up over here. We're going to go in. We're going to go recipe search, olive oil. We're going to go quick synthesis. We're going to hit that minus sign and get the max. So I should have 24. Hopefully I've mathed right. I don't know if I have actually. Let's find out. But you will tend to level fairly quickly using just crafting this sort of thing like this, as well as doing your crafting writs. So this is like the bits you do in between. You just have to be patient as you wait. I'm not very good at that. So we want everyone up to level 50, even if we can't manage the quest because of our gear. Because once we get the gear, we can come back and do the quests. And by everyone, I mean every class. There we go. We there yet? Really? Okay. Alright. Now I just need to find out where Midland Basil is. Oh, don't tell me I can't find it. Midland Basil on the Bloodshore. We can get that. Let's go. Costa del Sol. And we might want to extract a little bit more of our stuff as well. And check our gear levels, although I did repair it. Alright, so the Midland Basil on the Bloodshore is that way. It's called Bird. We're right underneath the crystal here. So if we turn, you'll see that there's like a little fan of light. That's where you're facing. So let's fly up through this way. And I'm just going to use the map. I'm not actually looking where I'm going. Okay, now I am. So right on the edge. Down into... Whoa. Before we go down there, let's just put our botanist on with our auto sneak running. Otherwise we're going to be smears on the landscape. Because the critters in here are not particularly friendly. We'll start up on the edge. There we go. Alright, the bird can no longer help us. Alright, oh, well, I'm going to pick up the seeds while I'm here. We'll see if I can Pioneer's Gift it. Yeah, here we go. It's hidden and it's rare and we want it. Okay, I'm going to pick up a salt leek. Just take off auto gathering so I don't get a whole thing. This is where I get mandrake from. I failed the fate. Well, that's fine. Alright, so each time we pick something up for the first time, we get a nice amount of XP. What? However, we do fill up our backpacks, so I'm going to have to go stick those on the market, and hopefully someone will want them. Alrighty. Mandrake seeds. Well, we'll have those as well. Nice. Let us tick our quick gathering. I'd like a bountiful harvest. I'd like Pioneer's Gift too. 100%. Let's go. So we're now going to pick. I probably don't need to harvest any more than this. But I am curious to see what other secret bits are in this area that I may not have found. So we'll see if this holds any secrets. I don't have that thing that will reveal... No. Alright, well in that case I'm going to grab some water shards. I can always do with them. Alright, and then I am probably not going to craft in this spot. But let me see what my ingredients tell me. Recipe search. Tuna miq'abob. When it's ready. Everything is like in full color now, so we know that we've got everything we need. I think we're going to head back to Limsa because I am very tempted to see if I can pick up 2 more finger shrimp. Okay, so finger shrimp from the fish people, which we get to by going to the Ethernet, the Arf Castle, and we'll toddle on over up here to this sign where there's a big fish on the wall there. Yeah, we want to go there. The fishmongers. I'm not sure if they sell finger shrimp, but we're about to find out. I wonder if they sell ash tuna. We'll have to find out. Here we are. Fishmonger. Alright, so he doesn't sell ash tuna. He does sell finger shrimp. I'm going to buy 2 more. 3 more, because I have 5 ash cod. Ash tuna. So I might as well have 5 finger shrimp to go with them. Hopefully, B, N. Hopefully I don't mess this recipe up. That's right, I'll feed it to one of these unsuspecting civilians if I do. I needed another sun lemon to make my 5. I know who has that. Let's go buy a sun lemon. You know what? I probably shouldn't have bought the sun lemon off the market board because I think they're actually cheaper via the no, this is a fast way to spend about 15 grand. All right, Culinarians Guild. Okay. I reckon we can also attempt our last armor craft. Oops. Guild supplier. Do you sell sun lemons, Jossie? Just out of curiosity. sunset wheat, rock salt. You don't sell sun lemons. No, you sell oranges, Lanosian oranges instead. My bad. Alright. How badly do I want to... You know I really do. We're going to go this way. Sun lemons are found up near the windmills. So what we're going to do is we're just going to grab this thing here. It's pretty much of a... Actually, no, it's probably closer if we go to Middle Lanisia. Grab our budgie. Grab our budgie. Don't know if I can fly over the tunnels, but anyway, I know I can at least fly to the tunnels. I got my first Blue Mage skill ever in these tunnels. I just changed into Blue Mage and I wandered in and the bat attacked me. Can I go over? Oh, it will let me go over. That's awesome. No, it won't. It sticks me back in the tunnel. No shortcuts for you, young lady. Alright. Now, sun lemons. I've just got to remember which patch of trees, because there's two pretty close together. Am I by botanist still? Yes, I am. Level 50 botanist. So I should go and see if my level 50 botanist craft skills. No, not that one. I think the sun lemons are in this patch over here. There's two patches really close together. One has your sun lemons in it, and one has your Lanosian oranges. So yes, let's go this way. Beep. This one is our sun lemon patch. We'll turn off quick gathering. I only want one. Of course I get two. Oh, well, that's fine. Let's go back to Limsa. 159. Why am I going back to Limsa? Let's escape that. I can make it now. Let's home return to Ul'dah rather than attempt to do our crafting out here in the open with the unfriendly beasties. Close to midnight. Who knows, that might be a vampire pelican you can see out there. Alrighty. Let us into our culinarian's gear. Go N. Go down to recipe search, tuna miq'abob. Have I ever made it in my life before? No tick, so no I haven't. Let's synthesize ourselves one of these. Oh my god, I don't even know if I can. Let's find out. That looks like a very challenging recipe for the number of skills I've got. That needs to come down here. I don't think we're going to get the quality. Oh, we might. Let's grab that. And again. And again. I know we are slowly sliding, but we're regaining enough points. Alright, we can do this. And then we do this. Okay. And then we do this. And then we do this. And again. Oh, yeah, 3 high quality tuna miq'abobs. And then I'm going to get my quick synthesis. And we're going to just max out how many of those we can do. And just let her cook more free form. There we go. Yep. So now we've cleared our backpack of, well, 2 things. Alrighty. Oh dear. Okay. No, wrong person. I want to talk to this gentleman here. Undertake supply and provisioning. We have tuna miq'abobs. Yes. Hand over those. Beautiful. Wow, our culinarian just made it to level 41. Back into provisioning. Raw amber, we've got 10 of those. We'll hand those over as well. Man, I nearly polished them before handing them in. That would have been a disaster. challenge log entry, give them what they want one, is almost complete. Oh, that's right, yeah. Now, I can't get cedar branches. They're in an area I can't go to, and I'm thinking Garpike are probably in the same thing. Expert delivery, I need to be another rank for that. Now, these are all going to be too awkward for me to get done, which is annoying. I did have a thought, though. Why don't we have a quick look at what the Quartermaster has? Alright, so we're sitting in the officers section for some odd reason, but apparently we're ranked up that high. Now, is this equipment? No, I need to be level 15. Oh, wait a minute. Let me just zip over here. Okay, it's not gonna let me do that. Level 50. What if I got characters at level 50 and that don't have level 70 a gear? Let me have a look. Enter our disciples of, because there's a quest that needs us to have 50 level 50 gear, and maybe I can do it with more than level 50. Alright. Armorer gear. We find our armorer gear. A raising hammer. I do want to change into it because I want to compare it. So into armorer. Talk to the flame quartermaster again. Because this will tell me if my gear is better anyway. Sometimes it won't let you look at things if you've already got like an info screen up. So we have a cobalt doming hammer of level 43, which is craftsmanship 74 and control of 42. As compared to an artisan's raising hammer, which will give us we're having that craftsmanship of 139 and control of 78. So that's going to make a significant. How many do I have? I have 39,000. Right. Now how I'm whining about not having that. All right. What's my next thing? So that's my level 50 gear for my armorer. My weaver. Do we have a level 50 weaver's tool in here? Yes, an artisan's needle. I cannot equip it, but we'll proceed anyway. Thank you so much. Alright, what else is level 50? Nothing, but I do have a level 50 miner and botanist. Let me just zippity-doo-dah over to them. And we'll just see what level their equipment is, whether or not I lucked out in getting something higher. So that's a level 44 item. What's that? That's botanist. Miner, level 48 item. So why don't we find them some nice gear? Flame Quartermaster, hello. You're my best friend today. Shh. I know. Hammer, saw, hammer. I'm not sure if I can get gathering gear here. Let me see. Oh no. Forager's Ul'dah. I need to be miner 50, which I can be, so let's pick that up. A forager's hatchet. Yep, let's pick that up even though we're not the thing. Let me just check my level for fisherman. Fisherman's at level 49 and a little bit far off. We'll come back to that one, so it'll give us time to build up more seals because we are so spending stuff. So these are all weapons. What else have I got that's level 50? Let's wander this way. These are level 70 items or level 55. Well, that's not impressive. Vitality, mind, intelligence, determination, direct hit rate, sanctions, spell speed. So wait a minute. Oh wait, artisans, patterns, item level 70. What am I gear? Most of my gear here is like, it's not bad. So I've got 9,000. What does this give me? Craftsmanship and control. Alright, let's find the thing with the biggest bonus. 447, 447, 447. That looks like 107 and okay. So I might pick myself that one up, and then I think we need to go find ourselves some more seals. Let's just do a quiet little. Okay, before we get rid of these, let's also retrieve the materia from it. Okay. Okay, let's have a look and see what... Alright, why is the stuff I just bought not here? Let me have a look down in here. Oh, I see 2 green. Yes, because my forager's hatchet and my forager's delabra did not go into my... And that would be... No, I didn't want my Chocobo. Sorry. That would be because... Control I. That would be because I've kept all my lower level gear. So like... This is just the Marauder Warrior. So I could get rid of... We'll just grab all of these. And you. Excuse me for a minute. Right. Oh, I equipped it because I'm a daft widget. Return to the inventory. Doctore's bill is Marauder Warrior, so return that. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little desynthesis party, I think, next episode. We'll desynthesize that. Cancel. We'll return that to our inventory. This will also give us some stuff. A plundered battle axe, we'll return that to the inventory. Iron war axe, return that to the inventory. Now if you have a look down here, we've got some of this inferior crafting stuff, so we'll return that to the inventory. So all of this stuff going into the inventory now. Alright, before I get too excited, I'll grab this forager's hatchet and we will place that in the armory chest. And we will place that in the armory chest. And we'll just make sure, is there any more green on my screen? Just that one. An artisan's needle. We'll place that in the armory chest as well. Alright, so we'll just make sure we've got nothing else in here that we really want to keep. So the only green things left are here. Green is equipment or gear. You just right click on that and sort it. And it normally comes up to the top. So make sure we're not giving away anything we don't want. Anything we do want, sorry. And I'm going to sort that. Now I can see how much space I have. Alright, well, let's try this trick again. Okay, we've taken that out. Let's see what we have for our miner. Just the forager's delabra. We've taken out the materia on that. So we're going to equip the miner's delabra. And look, we're now gear level 32, which is not great, but it's not terrible. Alright, and what we might do is we might zoom over to our attributes. That's not bad. Okay, let's work our way through our crafters. We'll start here. And we will go... Yep, so they shouldn't have anything. We haven't increased their level, but this one... Alright, raising hammer and gown. So, let us... no, we're not melding anything. Let us retrieve our materia out of that, because we're going to put it on our new gear. And the artisan's gown, so we'll retrieve our materia out of that. Because some of that's a little bit more than... Alright. It's just easier to do it now before I replace it than afterwards, so we will... Oops, we just did that. Equip that. Update our gear set. Now we have equipment level 34. Much better. Alright, that was our armorer. Let's zip over to our blacksmith. Check. Okay, cobalt preserves, which is glasses. Yeah, so we're going to grab our linen deerstalker. It doesn't have anything in it, so we can just equip that and update that. Alrighty. That was our blacksmith. Yeah. Carpenter. We're going to do the same thing again. Right. So, let's go linen smock. We don't need to retrieve materia out of that. That's a very low level thing, isn't it? No. Okay, I do need to retrieve materia out of this. So we'll do that. And materia out of that. So this is materia we've already melded. This isn't materia that we can extract and get free stuff from. Linen slops, we're going to do the same thing. Retrieve the materia out of that. And we're going to do the same thing again. Because when we desynthesize it, having materia in it will be a pain in the neck. And we didn't put any materia in that. Excellent. So let us equip all of that and save our new carpenter levels. We've got a better craftsmanship now. We're still not where we want to be because we haven't got our higher level gear. Okay. See, I'm learning that now I can get crafting gear for seals, which is a lot easier to get than for crafting script when you can't earn the script. I'll get there. Right, what was that? That was a carpenter. Let's do the same thing for a culinarian. Go right again. And again, we'll check Deerstalker. Just checking for materia in here to make sure I don't have to extract it. I have been crafting at a disadvantage by not having that stuff in, so we'll update that. Yep. Alrighty. So, goldsmith. So things are now going to be a lot easier to craft. Okay, cobalt preserves. Sorry, so it means this. Deerstalker, foreskin, smithy's gloves. Actually, that's the other thing I should have checked, was whether or not these things had been assigned to another crafter, because it's good. Because I took the material out of stuff that might have been being used. Alrighty, that's okay. Goldsmith, leatherworker, level 36. Check it. Apprentice's smock. Okay, that one does have material I can retrieve. So we'll take that out. And we'll take that out. We'll equip the apprentice's smock. Alrighty, where are we at now? That was leatherworker. So interweaver. Recommended gear. Alrighty. Make sure, whoops. Just hover. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so I have taken all the materia out of all of that stuff. Yep. So we can go here. Equip. Right, that's going to make my life a little easier. It'll be a lot better once I've gotten all level 70 gear on. Color-wise, she might look a little bit less like a rainbow. Radio. Weaver. Okay, that's all our crafting classes. Are you sure? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 8 of them. Okay, into our botanist. Let's see what's recommended. Okay, the forager's hatchet. There's no gathering stuff in there. Raptor skin for lots. And work boots. Alright, let's place all of that. Okay, level 32 now. That's a lot better. Into our miner. I think we did this one already. Yeah, we did that. Alright, into our fishing gear. Let's see what our fishermen scored out of the various upgrades. Some raptor skin culottes. And work boots. Alright, so let us equip that. Alright, so that's my crafters and my my gatherers a lot better off than they were. And all through getting gear from your Grand Company, which I didn't realise I could do. I know, 1500 hours of play, and I am still learning some of the basic stuff. I'm not sure what that says about me. You know what we're doing now? Before I finish this episode, we're going to grab our level 50 armourer with their level 70 tool. I don't need to go this way. I'm going to do this in the rain then. We're going to go back to Mordona. I'm just going to see if having equipped that level 70 tool means I can finish the quest I need for, I forget what, but it was important. Alrighty, here we are. Look, I have a green tick. So, in answer to your question, excuse my voice, it's cracking up. In answer to your question, we can now fill Guiding Star's quest, which, if you remember, we got ages ago, and I've been trying to get level 50 tool ever since. So in Mordona, this is just tooling around. And if you remember, Sharp-Eyed Guiding Star correctly determines that you are a person with skilled hands and asks to see your tool of choice. While such a request would usually offend your sense of propriety, so earnest is he that you decide to speak with him again after equipping your gatherer's or crafter's primary tool, item level 50 or higher. We just did it. Let us chat with him. Ah, magnificent! This is everything I expected, though not more. Forgive my blunt ways. No doubt you are fond of your chosen instrument. But surely there are tools better suited to you. tools that require the delicate touch of an adept of your stature. Oh man, flattery? What is he trying to sell me? As it happens, such tools are available to you. You need go no further than Talon here. He can be a mite testy, but he's one of the finest toolsmiths the realm over, and his selection is impressive. Now, he won't simply hand them over. You might need to furnish the man with a bauble or three in exchange, but for an adventurer of your skill, such errands should pose little challenge. And if you would walk the lonely road to mastery, why not petition Talon for one of his tomes too? Really? Oh, sorry. He calls them miq'abobs, but they hold some of the most complex recipes you'll ever see. But you have skill enough for them, I'm sure. Ah, ever is a crafter ruled by a triumvirate: tool, skill, and curiosity. May you prosper in all three. Oh, that is so kind. Alright, so options. I can have pan-fried mahi-mahi for control plus 8%, GP 6%, perception 2, perception 6, GP 2. Oh, these are like the levels of food. You see they're different. Yeah, they're all 55. CP plus 10%, that's really handy, and craftsmanship of 12%. Oh, look, it says cheesecake and berry. I'm sorry, I am so lost. I don't know if Roselore likes berry cheesecakes, but man, she's not getting a say in this one. You may now trade with Talon. After obtaining specific items, you can exchange them for gatherers and crafters' tools. Really? Talon, my dear and wonderful friend, what do you have? Okay, master crafting tomes, which actually we really need. Guiding Star thinks you're good enough. Hope he's right or we're all going to be sorry. Oh man, nice to meet you too. Okay, so we can buy... Okay, so for Fieldcraft and Battlecraft Demi Materia, what's that do? Esoteric tome contains advanced woodworking recipes. Oh, wait, that's what my materia is for? Hang on a minute. Oh, well, fiddlesticks to you too. Alright, so we have all of this demi materia, and the demi materia is recipes that we might want to add to our list. Oh my god, none of my other characters have this, because I've completely forgotten to talk to the man. What does he want? He wants things like sauteed curl, high quality, growth formula delta, concentrate, Vanya silk. Alright, so there is your reason for... Oh my god, Ducks, that's what the... Oh, okay. Well, we're just going to have to deal with that. Nice. Okay. So that's just the recipe. So there's a ton of recipes in there that we can have. We can too, too has. Artisan tools. Okay. Alright, so this gear here. These are items level 70. Now I'm curious. Let me just see for character. I know this is a very long episode and I would say I'm sorry, but I'm probably not. So apologies. You don't have to sit through this. This is part of my learning curve, but Artisan's Raising Hammer. Okay, there's a raising hammer there. So, wait a minute. You're telling me I have to bring you 2 dark steel wires for a raising hammer when I can just spend 7,000 company seals for one? Oh no, mate. You have to do a lot better than that. Even though I had to go to the company to get the tools to impress your little socks off. Okay, this however, level 70 here. Okay, so why is there so many? Because I have different options, that's why. Alright, so I can either spend my 7,000 or I can make the 2 spicy tomato relishes and he'll give me an artisan's gown, which I already have, but finger stalls I don't have. So that's what these are for. Alright. But it's all item level 70 gear. So if I use... Yeah, so I can... What's easier? To get the seals for the gear, or... Okay, now we're talking. Super tools. These will be... Yeah, here we go. Oh, okay. Oops. I've been breaking them down because I couldn't work out what to do with them. Never mind, I know now. Alright, so Ul'dah Supra is made from Ul'dah, right? And if I remember rightly, you get Ul'dah out of your achievements. So character achievements, crafting and gathering. We'll get there. I was kind of wondering what you would do with. Okay, so what's this? This is Saw of the Luminary. Okay, so that's not Ul'dah. Blessed not King Saw. Blessed not keep Saw. We have to work out where to get Ul'dah now. Hang on. Is Ul'dah what I think it is? Yeah, it's a carpenter. Okay, hold on. Ul'dah was what we just got, wasn't it? Alright, we'll get there. Master crafting, DOH, artisan, and carpenter. So no, that's a chocobo tail saw. Well, where do I get Ul'dah from then? Maybe I have to make it. Okay, so we can get... What level tool is this, by the way? Okay, so this is a level 75 tool. Radio. You need that, and you need a Mastercraft Demi Materia and a reinforced spruce plywood. So no doubt we will work out how to make all of those eventually. Lucas tools. Ul'dah Lucas, for which you need, of course, and Ul'dah Supra, which is why I thought you could get Ul'dah from somewhere else. Alright. Forager gear. Okay, so you start with the ordinary stuff, and then you go through the same process, for which you need these. Talon Seal of Mining, a document bearing Mastercraft Talon's personal seal, can be presented in exchange for, oh, okay, and these are the seals here. So you get the seals of mining, botany, and fishing that you need for your tools from the same place that you get the tools, alrighty? Okay, next. Assorted accoutrement. Okay, what do we got? Wait a minute, cordials. Oh, this is where you get your... Okay, so food. Alright, cool. Miscellaneous miscellany. Where do I get one of those? Okay, so duck bones. What does it do? It's a crafting material. So to get duck bones, you have to make duck broth. Alright. Composite whetstone. Yeah, but what is it? And sheer light. I don't understand. No doubt I'm going to work it out. Mama's daggers. Camel hair. From Camlet. Okay, so I'm thinking some of these items are probably going to be found in the recipe books that we haven't bought yet. Maybe. Small talk. I don't know if I want to risk small talk, but let's see what he's got. The right people and the right price with the right tools. That's very small talk, isn't it? Alright. There you go. I've opened up a section of crafting and gathering that I didn't know about. I am so sorry for the length of this episode. Wow, I probably should break it into two, but I won't. Guys, if you've enjoyed this crafting learning journey with me, please hit that like button. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe. If you want me to chase something else and investigate it, please let me know and in the comments below. But for now, I will check you later. Take care out there.